right? Because they think that, well, you've got panic disorder, life just moves on. Well, it's not that easy. When you get into a big crowd of people, for me, is a huge one. OC transpo is another one. If too many people get an OC transpo, I get a panic attack to the point that I can't breathe. And I need paramedics called, or I need to get off the bus. Certain situations will put me in panic and anxiety disorders, but for me it's a daily thing that I've learned to live with. When I completed Claude's book, I found that it brought a lot of my anxiety down, at least to a level that I could manage it. Chronic pain, that's a huge one. I have something called IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, as well as fibromyalgia that I deal with again on a daily basis. It can get very frustrating. It's like working with CAS, you're working with the doctors going, what's wrong with me? And they just, they don't have a lot of answers. I found going through the book, I was able to look back at things where, I may not have been feeling well, like persistence breeds accomplishment. For me, I was a cleaning supervisor at the time. I had 4 staff on the building quit. I couldn't get a hold of the area manager. So despite the pain I was in, I went and did the work myself. And so I looked back at that and went, wow, I still have the fibromyalgia and I still have the pain. But I was persistent enough to complete what needed to be completed. And that was something that really stuck out in the book for me, was the persistence. CAS, they have a job to do, like anybody else, obviously. I have lost one of my children to CAS, and it was very, very hard letting him go. I have fought tooth and nail for my 2 older ones to come home. They were in care for a year and a half. And, someone today made a really good point to me, and they said, well, if you've got a hole in the wall and the worker says to you, when are you fixing the hole in the wall? And you react, well, I'm going to fix it when I get the money. Well, they don't care when you're going to fix the hole in the wall. They just want to see your reaction to it. So, again, doing the workshop, excuse me, again, doing the workshop, I was able to take steps back and go, no, this is how I'm dealing with this. And, I'm a human being like anybody else. I have my blowouts with my worker, like any other person that has CAS involved. But I refer back to my workbook on a daily basis to say, you know what, no, you did this, you did this, you did this. Going through this workbook, the first time that I started it, I remember saying to Mr. Loren, I don't think I can do this. I'm such a negative person that my whole life is negativity. I can't do this. And he sat me down and we went through it, and I got through the first 7, and I looked at him again and said, I'm not going to get through this. And I don't know if I was crying at that time or not, I was crying, eh? I completely fell apart. And I can look back now at the workshop and say, you know what, it works. It works with pain and anxiety, it works with depression, it works with chronic pain, it works with dealing with CAS. It changed my life by doing a simple program that took me 3 hours to do. I was able to do it one-on-one with Mr. Loren. We do it in group sessions, but we do also offer it one-on-one. And because of the impact that the book has had on me, I now want to be able to go out and help other people do the workshop with them. And show them, this program works. I'm living proof. I was, at the end, my kids were never coming home. I was an alcoholic. I was the end of the, I can go on and on. I can paint you a really nasty picture of the way I used to be. I'm now 10 months clean. My kids have returned home. And it's because of this program and the work in this book that I've succeeded to the point that I'm at today. So I'm not going to sit here and try and sell you a book, because that's not how I work. But I am going to tell you from my own experiences, it does work.